But yeah, right now I'm stuck on a quest for the campaign for Pedal Cap. I'm trying to find their location. I already got two of the three requirements.
What are you trying to do?
Collect three things. It was like something else and water and pedal cap. Like I said, I already got two of the three. I just need to find the pedal cap. It's the green looking plant. Also, my harvesting for fiber is level 41, I think. Let me look at it. I'm doing it
Not
right now.
bad.
Yeah, it's 41.
I know Demeki should be joining us soon because he got back from Tennessee and they froze new characters being made on Orfina. So hopefully now that they got the queues and everything lifted, they're going to lift those restrictions. And then hopefully they add in the transfer feature so you can transfer his character over. I know my brother-in-law, Jeff, he started playing New World. And he'll probably play, he's Syndicate as well. And once the transfers come in, he's going to move to our server too. So we'll
Also,
have some
what's
more.
going on with the other group? Are we getting a merger? What are we doing?
Yeah, honestly, man, I have no idea. I've been so busy with IRL stuff that I haven't even had a chance to even mess with it or think about it, man.
Well, I brought Cody over, and they kind of, said hi, and then he just disappeared. I don't know if something happened, but he just disappeared.
I am not sure, man. Um, like I said, I've been so focused on Caroline's health and everything going with that's pretty much been my entire focus as of late.
Oh, IRL
Everything
comes
else
first.
everything else has just been honestly a blur. Because a lot of the symptoms that she has definitely don't have really good prognoses, so um we're just fingers crossed, man. It's
Like I
fucking
said, I
tough.
really hope it's just something simple, like not getting enough iron in her diet or something.
I know, right? That's what I'm hoping to, man. It's like watching the love of your life go from being active and in a healthy lifestyle, doing stuff and enjoying doing stuff to barely able to do things for 10 to 15 minutes before she's winded and literally has to sit down for fear of passing out. It's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah?
Fucking tough. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream though. It's trying to download New World and do stream at the same time is probably not making the download get any faster.
Normally doesn't. One thing I need to focus on soon is getting me some iron or steel tools.
I can make you some. I think actually, yeah. When I get in, I'll make you a pair.
I have one iron tool. Let me check what it is actually. It's the axe. I made an iron axe.
You need iron or steel? So I can make you steel.
Well, steel is the next tier, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the tier that I'm on. And I'm trying to do star metal. I can mine star metal, but I can't smelt it yet.
Hey, I can mine harvest dragon glory now.
Fuck yeah. Also, a lot of people too, when they're doing their DPS, will switch weapons as part of their combo, and they'll like chain stuff together.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they what I run, they run a ice gauntlet as well.
I didn't see that. I've seen a popular one being like a bow and spear. I've seen that one be really popular. Ice gauntlet. Seen people do some crazy DPS with that. 'Cause I think ice gauntlet you can like freeze somebody in place and then drop like a massive fire spell on them. Yeah, man, we'll help you get caught up. Cause I gotta help Demeki get caught up, and I also gotta help my brother-in-law get caught up as well too.
Oh, and by the way, I'm not level 21. I'm actually over halfway through 21. I'm going to 22.
Hey, all right.
Look at all that hemp.
That was satisfying. I shot down a transport helicopter with a machine gun.
Nice. Damn, little demon spawn, you're far away from home. I like one of those little corrupted crawlers follow me all the way out into this field. Is that what I think it is? I think I finally found the thing I'm looking for. Yep.
Oh, you find it?
Yep. 2 of the 3 I need.
Yes, sir.
Okay, either I'm going to stay here and wait for him to respawn, or look around a little bit more, and hopefully I find more. I needed... Oh, it changed. I haven't talked to the person yet, though. Proactive corruption picture at Arcane Repository. Is that back at the base?
Yep. Yeah, craft a potion resist corruption.
Hmm. I was gonna have to wait because I'm kind of harvesting up this hemp. What's the point of this magical powder if I can't use it wherever I am? I have to use it at a fast travel shrine. It kind of defeats the point of fast travel. You know,
Yeah,
it's the
traveling
same.
is pretty hard in this.
Yeah, they're having a hard time finding fast food workers here in my town so much that all the KFCs are like opening later and closing sooner.
Did you hear about what happened with Kellogg's?
Kellogg's? No.
Every Kellogg's employee in the entire United States walked out on strike.
Damn.
Right?
Where is this thing I'm supposed to make? I'm in the Arcane Repository. What is it going to make? Character Corruption Picture. I don't even have the stuff to make it that it wants me. I gotta find some water reagents.
You can find water in a well.
Yeah, but then I'll also need let's see, how many times does it want me to make it? It wants me to make it 3 times. God damn it. Alright, where's that well here in the town? I know there is one. I'm pretty sure I already have some, but you know how this game works. No, I don't want that one. I want you to make me another one. Like, come on, man. Where's that well? There it is. Also, I'm almost up to 3K in gold.
Damn, dude. Yeah, a lot of money. I'm like broke in comparison.
I'm slowly working in the market system. So it doesn't want me to make the common ones? And there's an icon over it, so I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming I finished that. Yep, go talk to the person.
Alright.
What the fuck? Why are they all the way over there?
They definitely need to balance assault rifles. ARs are way too powerful right now. Especially in comparison to like an LMG.
Oh boy, I want to fast travel again. Glad I'm using the fast travel stuff like candy right now because they keep giving me more than what I need. Because I'm like literally using it so much that I keep running into, you have completed the quest. You have now hit the max amount that you can carry, which is 1,000.
Damn, dude. I use that stuff so much that I've never even came close to max. Because it gets used in like crafting.
Well, people already told me in the other group that, yeah, use it for crafting. It increases its chance of being better. Which I have not done, which would also explain why I have so much of it. So my old video game hoarding days have actually come to fruition on, actually being beneficial to some degree. Why are you hanging on to all those potions, Dstapp? Why don't you use them? I could use them one day for a very important boss. Complete the game. Damn it. Story of
Yeah,
my life.
My inventory is actually it's in a constant state of it's full
Mm-hmm.
for my town storage.
Oh, did you not put any points or specs into it?
Oh, I have
Damn, son, what are you
I
putting in
I
there?
I do a lot of farming.
I was gonna say a lot of your mama jokes, but you know, we'll go with that.
Man, they gotta fix this. Like, I had to jump on that guy for LMG, and he had time to turn around, shoot, and kill me. They gotta fix that.
Oh, one mechanic a lot of people are saying they need to implement into this game is a way to turn on and off tracking for certain items. Instead
Yeah,
of it or compass being just completely bogged down by basically bullshit.
yeah.
Like,
No, I
cool.
agree.
It's cool that you know there's an iron deposit over there, and you know I'm thankful. But I'm looking for rabbits right now in this rock quarry where I can't tell where it's at because all I see is rock icons. I noticed that I'm getting to the point in the game where things are having a lot harder time taking me down because I can out heal them, and that's stuff that's including being at my level.
Self healing is nice.
But I also am definitely hell bent on getting the market in my favor so I can fund and fuel my need for mana potions. Let's put it this way, I got to a point where I was taking on, I think it was like 12 to 20 mobs by myself when I was by a mine area. Which is like, yep, this is the one actually. With all the corrupted, possessed people with the tentacle creatures.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was taking on that whole area by myself.
It gets a lot harder, man. It gets
There now. That
a
before you
lot
sabotage,
harder.
whether or not your request for this, your sincerity, the Eben, that may be impossible, but be
You hadn't had a
merciless.
chance to run the first dungeon yet, which I think you're almost level for it.
Look for any clues as to where else
It
the
sounds like you're on the
Eben
quest chain right now to make the staff that allow you to go into the first dungeon.
Oh, I am.
That first dungeon's a lot of fun.
Alright, what does she want? Confront the corrupted at Eva Rock Cavern. Okay. I can't wait until I can mine gold. Oh, by the way, if you want a lot of
Gold is
iron,
hard.
I'm being chased. If you want a lot of iron, go back to beginner spawn. There's a bunch of iron just sitting around that no one takes.
Good to know. There's a lot of good what you call it? There's a lot of good spots for iron. Usually if you can get up in the hills, you can find some really
What the
really
fuck?
good mining spots.
Corrupted wolf? Corrupted hound.
Oh snap.
I mean, it wasn't too much of a. Well, it wasn't too much of a threat.
New World's about halfway done downloading.
You're re-downloading it in its entirety.
Yeah, because when you uninstall Steam, apparently it uninstalls every game that was installed through Steam. I did not know that because my Steam was fucking up so bad earlier that like every page, whether it was like library, store, or whatever, was literally just a blank page. So I couldn't like do anything with it. Wouldn't launch a game, wouldn't update, wouldn't do shit. So I was like, fine, if you want to be a pain in the ass, then I'll install you, motherfucker. How about that?
How do you like them biscuits?
Right? So my thought process is, well, if you ain't gonna work, then you ain't gonna be on my computer. Oh, there I need to fix that bug. I threw out an ammo box and it just disappeared.
Yeah,
Like,
discover what the corrupt are planning. I guess I gotta go in the mines.
ooh, yeah.
Which looks like it doesn't have to go very far, to be honest. Alright, everybody, follow me. We're gonna go in this cave and you're all gonna die together. Oh, cool. I got 2 low-grade useless muskets. Huzzah.
Hey, you sell them or break them down.
I always break them down. I only buy what the market's selling and then resell it back to them. One thing I do like about this game, though, is its map traversing.
Oh, amen.
It doesn't force you to be on a road. You can go over the mountain if you want.
Oh, yeah, you can leap and jump and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And visually, a lot of the zones look really good, man. Especially some of the later zones.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of like what WoW does in a way.
I heard the cries from Imp. Your request has been granted, human.
Yay. Huzzah. Level 22.
Sacrifice.
Congrats, man.
That would be given freely.
Thank you.
Still, you're a fine representative for humanity. I hope this seed protects you.
Fisherman Bend. What the hell's that? Ah, that guy again. I gotta run all the way back to town now.
Oh no. Oh yeah, run back to town again.
Yep, I'm at that portion of the game. Run all the way out there, turn it in, run back to town. Give
Definitely gonna be
me.
getting your exercise.
I know, right? Like, can there at least be a cardio system in the game? Make my guy run faster, like in GTA or something like that. Like even GTA at least got that right.
That's like one of the few games I actually saw with a cardio system.
Fuck off, Wolf. Damn. This wolf bit me like 7 times back to back to back because the way the terrain changed.
He won what you had.
Apparently, one of these biscuits, I guess. What is this? Star metal. Stuff I cannot mine.
Ooh, I can mine star metal. I just can't do shit with it.
Hang on to it. I actually have star metal ingots, actually. Got it from a drop. Can't
Oh
use
no
it or
shit.
anything. Yeah, got 3 of them. Ow. Yeah, I've been recording this game since my joining of it on day 1. Gonna call it My Adventure Through New World. Any comments?
None that I can think of. I'm usually not too good on titles. But I think that would be just as good as title as any.
Just straightforward, simple.
I mean, there's something to be said about a simple, clean title.
Yeah. Finally, I'm near a town, so I can actually use the fast travel to get to Fisherman's Bend, because apparently that guy has every single quest. Yeah, I've been like going back to this guy for like the past 13 quests or something like that.
Oh, guy in the little Fisher area or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a fucking big ass quest chain attached to him. You're gonna do a lot of stuff through him. It's crazy, dude. In this game, you can call in a robotic dog that has a machine gun on its head to follow you around and kill people.
Nice. Are you kidding me, game? Fell off the dog.
The angry earth are for the next you get silver. A not insignificant quantity either. And then it must be forged at the Amarine Temple. It's an ancient forge we used. I even remember the glow at dusk.
Now I'm gonna get silver ingots.
No idea
Can I buy them, please? That would still fall in the category, right? Would the game allow me to do that?
Yeah. I have silver ingots.
Don't worry about it, man. I got enough money. I'll just buy it.
I mean, I got like, I want to say 40 or 50.
Damn, son.
Dude, y'all don't realize how much I fucking farmed in New World. I want to say I farmed like at least 8 to 9 levels worth of experience just by harvesting and crafting materials. Like, a lot of people spend time like farming quests or farming factions. I farmed the planet.
God damn. Hardly spent any money at all to get those 5 ingots. But yeah,
Yeah,
apparently... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the markets have kind of calmed down a little bit.
I could change that.
I mean, even if you buy a bunch of stuff and resell it, the fact that there's a large abundance available, it's going to be really hard to manipulate stuff in this game.
I just see that as a challenge.
Well, just be careful, man. Don't lose all your money.
Dude, I was doing competitive marketing on Tarkov. You want to talk about competitive marketplace? That's the game. I was competing against bots and winning.
Just, as always, man, be careful. Nothing's a sure bet.
Well, yeah.
I also heard they fixed a lot of that stuff where you can't game the market anymore in Tarkov.
They didn't fix it. They completely disabled it. Tarkov, they added a system called FUR, found in raid status. So let's say like you bring a bunch of really expensive gear in it and I kill you fair and square. I can't sell your stuff on the market because you spawned in to that map. It's not found in raid. Even though it's a raid I went into and I found you in the raid, it still doesn't count. Only what applies with FUR is if, let's say, like I find a hard drive on a desktop in the map with that game with that instance. That's the only instance case it counts. But let's say, like, I put it in my pocket and I go into another raid with me and try to give it to you, even though I found it in raid, it loses its found in raid status.
Because you're a player bringing it in.
Yep. But let's also take a back step. Let's skip the whole raid system entirely. If I buy something off the market, I cannot resell it, even though that's how the market is supposed to work. Like IRL.
Yeah. Well, I think what ended up happening is you had people that were literally probably not even running raids anymore. And they're just sitting there playing market base, and I don't think that's the direction that they wanted to go with the game.
Well, the real problem with the game is bots. That's the real problem, and that's the real underlying problem. Yet they refuse to address it and just make it more difficult for anyone to do anything worthwhile and fun. Because what the market gave me was less gear fear, but I could actually, go and actually enjoy the game as it was, intended to be. Well, I'm dodging a bunch of skeletons.
No, you're fine.
Anyway, as it was intended to be, but if I die to a hacker, which the game definitely has, I'd be like, oh, well, I lost a couple, 1,000 rubles in gear. I'll then just, kill a bunch of. Hold up. I'm facing like 50 guys now.
No, you're fine, dude.
So many skelly boys. I'm in a corner and I'm dead. God damn, there's so many skelly boys. But anyway, back then I can, flip stuff on the market and make rubles and make money and buy stuff. And I don't have to worry too much about gear fear when I lose it to hackers that would, teleport around the map or dome you from across the map or whatever. Now they made it to where there's no competitors in the market, so whoever who actually got in there already can say whatever they want on the market price, and no one can say otherwise. So now you just made it a massive inflation of the market that nobody can afford anything. That's what happened.
Which in turn gets people off the sidelines and into the game.
No, it did more than that. It maybe just leave the game entirely.
Or that too.
Because why would I
Actually,
spend?
most of the people have left the game entirely. Even famous Tarkov streamers like Pestily are leaving the game.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit. Pestily's leaving.
Yeah.
Because one major point he made about how he's not playing it near as much anymore. He still does streaming and whatnot, but he doesn't play it like 24/7 around the clock like he used to. His major anchor point was the fact of every month or so they would talk about, what was going to be added to the game, what we'll be working on, and every year there will be a major patch or update that would bring something major to the game, like a brand new gun or a brand new game mechanic or something. And now it hasn't for like the past 3 years. But he's just like, the game is stagnated. I'm not going to keep playing a game with the same stuff over and over and over and over.
I don't blame him.
I mean,
Especially-
I would love to play the game if not for how they fucked up the market.
Yep.
Because my favorite part of the game wasn't the game itself, it was building guns. Building
That too.
guns exactly the way I wanted and trying to test it out to see how it does against, other people's builds.
But you can still do that now. It's just you have to spend, 12 times the amount that you played last time to achieve the same goal, which we're not going to do. And then on top of that, with the major setbacks of hackers randomly decide to kill you off, and you lose, several thousand to several dozen thousand rubles.
No, you just lose about 18 hours of gameplay. It's not worth it. So, what are you guys up to?
I'm re-downloading New World because I had to work on my PC earlier, and
Ah,
I'm in the meantime trying out the Battlefield 2042 beta.
It
gotcha.
looks like a lot of fun too.
Yeah, most Battlefield games do until the hackers get into it, and then it doesn't. BattleEye doesn't work.
I think they're using a different system, but with any system,
Oh, so I swear to God, if they use easy anti-cheat, that doesn't work either.
yeah, I mean, none of them really work, honestly.
Look, the only way to make it work is to literally backtrack the hacker's IP and then cut off their hands. That'd work very, very well.
I'm getting caught on a lot of crap in this game right now.
Which one? Which game?
New World.
Okay.
Like, my feet are getting caught on stuff, preventing me from actually, jumping and shit.
I haven't ran across that too often. I've been running across a lot of mobs that have the ability to stun you or to interrupt you.
Well, that seems rather irritating.
Though I did get sucked up into a tornado earlier while playing Battlefield. That was really fucking cool.
Oh yeah, speaking of, gun building, I am almost completely done with my M10X.
Nice. What kind of, build angle are you going for?
I already have a aim point red dot with a 3x magnifier flip sight, a angled foregrip, and I'm putting on the side rails to put on a tack light.
Gotcha.
Very nice.
I got a foregrip. This is my AR-15 build. Foregrip with a four-sided rail system, so I can attach on a 45-degree angle iron sight. I can also attach on my standard. I think it was like a 4 times magnification standard crosshair sight, and then a green laser dot with my flashlight tack light that's attached to the foregrip. Pressure plate activated.
Damn.
Nothing like killing a bad guy intruder, like showing him the light of God.
That's one way to do it. Shit.
Yeah, that's the pressure plate tack light I have. I just don't have the rail installed to install it yet. But yeah, I can't wait till it's done, and I can't wait till I get a decent amount of 7.62x39 ammo for it.
You did get a hold of Andrew Wright for our ammo, right?
Yeah, he said he'd keep me. He still doesn't have the big 10s that I want, because I buy them in bulk at one at a time because it's cheaper that way. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd be buying that giant freaking oil drum that's full of 7.62 rounds.
That's a lot of bullets.
Yeah. Downside is they're not packaged in there like in any reasonable way, so it's just a giant pile of them.
Oh no.
So I'd have to go and purchase a whole bunch of stripper clips and whatnot to try to, well, get them organized.
The benefits and downsides of bulk.
Yep. Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I'm good right now. I mean, I have 3 75 round drum mags full of ammo. So, I'm good.
Very nice.
Though, I'm going to be frank, I really don't like the drum mags. Yes, they carry a lot of ammo, but
Too heavy or?
heavy, bulky, and they rattle. But so I'm probably gonna end up just going with my 30 round stick mags.
Let's see how my downloads come along. 83%. Almost finished. Hopefully we get some good information coming up on CitizenCon. Darius, you plan on watching any of it, or he's gonna catch up later?
Catch up later.
Nice.
Because, well, they really haven't impressed me the last 2 Citizen Cons, so I figured might as well just, you know, enjoy my days off.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I did get lucky at work though the other day. I ended up messing up at work, and I went to go to my boss and tell her that I messed up and asked her how I could fix the issue. I ended up also getting offered a new position. So I was like, So
Wow, you really fucked up then. No, I'm kidding.
You're right. No, it's interesting. So what they're looking for right now is we just finished this class with training, and they're getting ready to hire all the way until probably about middle of next year. And they're trying to decide how they're going to approach it. And one of the things that they're trying to decide is, do we want like a full-time group of people that are just doing nothing but interviews and in charge of the hiring process? Before, they'd have people like temporarily do interviews, then temporarily run the class, and then kind of go through the process that way. So like half interview, half training. And now they're like, well, it's more of like a project, so it wasn't like a permanent role, but it was still supervisor band in the business, so it wasn't like a pay loss or anything, but it was still a project. So anytime you work on a project, it's like good experience and stuff you can list on a resume. But
Right.
now my boss is saying like, well, the company is considering doing like full-time interview positions, and we want a core group of people that are like really good at doing interviews to be a part of this team, and then kind of test it, see if we want to continue doing that for the future. And I got made the offer, is like, we want you to be a part of this team. And from her selling point was that because you're interviewing and you don't have an actual team, you pretty much just write your own schedule. As long as you get your 5 interviews done, you work whatever hours and you feel is necessary to get that done. I'm like, really?
5 interviews? That's a pretty low quota.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I thought. I was like, so I just gotta get. And they're like, yeah, if you really push it, maybe like 6. I was like, is that all? Okay. And from what she's saying, she's like, well, from what you remember before, like a good interview, like interviewing a good candidate, can take up to an hour. I was like, maybe?
But is it like 5 interviews a day?
Yeah, that's basically my target. 5 interviews a day would be my metric of performance that'd be graded against.
Well, could you ask him to do it like 25 a week instead, just so that let's say some days you have a dry day and then other days you have a ton, just because of scheduling.
And we kind of talked about that as well too. So the system that they do it is kind of interesting. What we do is we go into our Google Calendar and we set up a time during the day that we're available to interview. And then our system communicates with Google Calendar and automatically puts in a candidate that can interview during that time. And it automatically sets up the meeting for it. So then I get their info and I can go pull up the resume, go pull up their information, and kind of review over it before. So I can literally just set up 5 slots in the day, wait for them to autofill, and the way they're grading it is as long as my slots are set up and it sends me people, whether they show up or not, it still counts. So if I go to the meeting and they fucking ghost me, then I still conducted an interview that day.
Well, that's kind of like how I'm going to be. Speaking of which, yesterday I got my certification for Mixer.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. So now I can
It's
officially start doing the paperwork for the 2 trainees I was working with yesterday. And they have the same policy. Yeah, let's say like they need 80 hours of training before they can be certified, but they only get like 40 in, and then they just, I don't know, disappear.
Ooh,
I
Dstapp, give me 1 second. Mrs. just walked out. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Be right back. Sorry about that.
All right.
Go ahead and finish your story. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. But let's say like they get 40 hours in out of the 80-hour requirement for certification, and they quit, disappear, whatever. I could still get the 40 hours of training pay.
Nice. Realistically, getting I gotta actually head to bed after this. Caroline just is like, hey, you gotta take me to the doctor's meeting at 8 in the morning. I'm like, crap, that's right. So, but kind of close out though. If it's a good candidate and I actually go through the entire interview and document everything that they say, have time to review the candidate, time to kind of talk for a few minutes, explain how it works, and really get good questions and stuff like that in, it can take up to about 45 minutes to an hour for that whole process, including documentation. So I can see how they maybe want to set a goal where it's like, all right, well, 5, you're technically going to be working at least 5 hours during that time, and then lunch, breaks, and prep time in between. So I maybe see it, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty easy.
I mean, it sounds easy.
And interviews aren't bad. I mean, I did them before, and usually the way we do it is if we're gonna have like a new hire class, we'll interview, and we'll do about maybe 2-3 weeks of interviewing. We'll hire the amount of people that we need, and then we get assigned to classes, and then we train those classes. So a lot of times, as the leader, you're pretty much there during the entire process. So you do the interview, you then reach out, you do the welcome messages, you help get their addresses, and you get their equipment shipped out to them. You then help support them, get their equipment set up, make sure everything works, and then get them ready for like their first day and welcome calls. And then you'll have attrition along the way. People will be like, oh, I don't want to do this, or change their mind, or family circumstance, da. But usually that's kind of how the flow of it goes. You got like 3 weeks of interview, about a week of like equipment set up, and then you go through like your 6-7 weeks of class. And then once they get out of class, you have like a probationary period for about 5 to 7 weeks, and then they move on to a new team. So instead, now what they're going to do is I'm on the probationary period right now. So my team just got out of the classroom. I want to say they're on their first week of probationary period where they're taking calls full time and actually doing the job. And we have about 4 or 5 assistant managers that aid me in delivering coaching, feedback, extra set of ears, listening for quality checks, answering questions, and stuff like that. So I look at my role as they're developing the new people, I'm trying to develop them to take my job, essentially. So I'm training them, take my job. Now what they want to do is they want to try it where instead of me doing the equipment, the trial setup, and everything like that, they want me just for the next 8 to 10 weeks doing just nothing but interviews. And then as enough slots open up and classes start rolling, they'll have new supervisors that they're hiring to accommodate the expansion of the business to take those roles and lead the teams. And instead of me stopping interviews and just going to a class, they're just going to have me continuing doing interviews and just continually filling slots and creating teams. So, I mean, it's a good time if like someone wants to move up in the business and move into leadership. They're going to have like so many new positions available.
Yeah.
So that's why I told my entire like team assistant managers, like, look, y'all need to apply for manager like right now. Like, now's the time. So, the cool part though is, regardless of how it plays out with it being a project, whenever you make like a permanent leadership role and you go to work on a project, your job's still protected. So, so when the project ends and they're like, all right, we decided that we're not going to do this. The project was successful, but the company has decided that they want to go a different way. Wherever the case may be, you can still go back and do your previous job. That's always protected.
Nice.
Which is cool. So, worst case scenario, I go through this whole new hire training department gig, and next year they decide that, yeah, we're not going to continue hiring anymore. We're going to go in a different direction. I was like, cool, I'm going to go back to being a supervisor.
Yeah, they were wondering why it was taking so long for the point position that I'm trying to apply for. is taken to get processed. Well, turns out nobody posted it like they were supposed to.
Oh no.
So, yeah. And I'm over here in the waiting room, the only one there going, have I been accepted or have I been declined? I don't know.
Oof. That's rough, man.
So they're trying to get that sorted out. But I say that, my odds are good. Because I have like 7 to 8 people want me to have the position. So,
Hell yeah, that's always a good thing.
it's always good to have backers.
Fuck yeah. Well, y'all keep me in your prayers, man. Hopefully, like I said, tomorrow doctor's visit goes well. Hopefully we finally get some news.
Hopefully something good happens. Hopefully it's something minor. And always check that receipt, man. They always try to pull a fast one, especially on grieving people.
Yeah, I mean, that's been part of the fight, right? I mean, I've been having to call our insurance company and call the doctor because the insurance company's like, no, you're only supposed to pay like $20 because it's like part about patient services and it's diagnostic. And diagnostics covered in your insurance plan. And it should only be a $20 copay. And the hospital's like, no, we want $400. And my insurance company's like, fuck you, you're not charging these people this. This is what you're supposed to pay. So it's just like a big back and forth. And
Yeah.
it was through checking receipts that we looked at that, and I was like, $400? That doesn't sound right. Like, even a fucking MRI with my insurance wasn't $400. I was like, what the fuck?
Like I said, I told you, man, check that shit. They try to pull fast ones all the fucking time. Yeah, when I went over there for, shingles all over my face, they tried to charge me, like, I think it was like additional $200 for a whole bunch of medical treatments and whatnot. And I was like, no, I have my $50 copay and then everything else covers for it. I have my insurance and rates right here. Don't try it.
Oh, they get sneaky, man. They get really, really sneaky. So let me show you real quick, before I pop off here, the crazy contraption that they had poor Caroline in, man, from this test that we're hopefully getting results back. I'll send it to you real quick. It looks kind of like a shower. So weirdest thing, man. So they sit you down in like this glass chamber, and then they have you like blow into this weird machine, and like all these tubes are connected to like all these different machines and like diagnostic readouts and everything. And it's supposed to be, it's called like a PFT test, a pulmonary function test. And what they're trying to determine is like lung strength, lung capacity, are you asthmatic?
Is your lungs filtering out stuff at a certain percentile like it's supposed to? Yeah.
Exactly. So with Caroline's case, where she's just randomly fainting and we don't know why, we're trying to, with her shortness of breath, we're trying to rule out lungs as a possible thing. Some of the things that we're really worried about based off of some of her symptoms is lupus, the big C. They've already ruled out diabetes. It's not that, but cardiovascular, anything to do with like the heart, or it might be something like that. So it sucks not having answers, and then doctors speculate, and then when they speculate, you're like, oh god, is it? And you go home, you look half of this shit up, and you're like, oh my fucking god. So
Well, don't look on the internet too much because the internet likes to exaggerate a lot of stuff. You can have a stomach bug and then be like, "You're gonna die in 7 days." I'm like, "Whoa, Jesus!"
yeah, it's like I put in my symptoms online, and it says I'm dead.
Just stop reading. You're already dead.
Well, I guess I don't have to pay taxes anymore.
I don't know, man. They might find a way.
And at the bottom of it says, "By the way, side effect: you still have to pay taxes."
God damn it.
They're gonna find a way. So,
I mean, what do
so
you mean? They already figured it out. It's called whatever tax when you die and pass on stuff.
oh
Inheritance
yeah,
tax.
Yeah, it's fucking
tax.
bullshit. It's like my dad died. He saved this money for me so I can at least get a head start in life, and this is what you do.
Well done.
Yeah,
why-
that's why you just have it to where everything's hidden in a chest, and then you just say, okay, here's the chest.
It was once a city.
Yep. That's why I tell people. That's why they're trying to get away, get rid of cash. That's why they're trying to go full on credit card system.
Yeah, which is when I'm going to start going with the barter system. Items for items.
And that's
Because,
why Andrew said precious metals.
well, you
fuck
saw
the
what they
government.
did with the Pandora report, right?
No, I haven't.
No.
So interesting report that they came out with, and I haven't fully looked into it myself. So take it with a grain of salt. But supposedly, from what I've been